Is Joe? Joey's
Good morning, everybody. It's 9 o'clock, call the meeting to order. We have a roll call by Deputy Clerk Katie Robinson.
Okay, Young, absent. Bardwell, absent. Vaughn, absent. Cook, absent.
Here. Okay, we're gonna do the new business of the building and grounds. I'm gonna turn this over to Director Miller.
Thank you, Commissioner. We are working on a partnership with US EcoCycle to help us out at recycling and expand the program. They're here today to discuss, they actually wanted to have a meeting with you to discuss some things that were brought to them. So if we have any questions about anything, we can ask and try to get some answers if we have any concerns. So I guess I will turn it over to one of them if they would like to talk about what they want to talk about.
Do I get up? Do I stay here?
The best is to get up. That would be the microphone.
Thank you very much for your time. Before we dive into possible contracts, we would like to state once again that we were under the impression that you know who we are and that we are clear about what we are discussing with Mike Miller and why we have been working together for the past year in terms of entertaining conversations in a possible future for the Tuscola Recycling Center. Every single time somebody new comes to the table, we feel we have to prove once again who we are. We get some type of investigation, interrogation. We have to prove again and again and again who we are. I would have thought that by now, everybody is on the same page. So before we go into discussing any further details, we may want to understand, are we all on the same page? How many times more do we have to explain who we are? We have to explain why we are here and the future we see in cooperation with Mike, who is the representative of the recycling center. Just to be clear, at no point did we come in asking for anything, trying to make a hard sales pitch. We met, Mike, Beth, and me at a conference. They told me about what they are doing and invited Stefan and me to pay them a visit, which we gladly did. We listened to how Mike is running the recycling facility. It was impressive to us. And he shared his future vision with us. At no time did we come in asking, begging, or trying to sell something, drain money out of this scenario. We saw a potential, and Mike understood that the vision, this greener and brighter future for Tuscola, can be reached in a cooperation with us. So this is how we started conversations. This is why we dedicated our energy and our funds into this project, but never at no point were we asking for anything in return. Nothing. So the last time we met with Mr. Hammerbacher, we were told, okay, give us a contract. Several times we said, let us know what you need from your party to have in that contract, so we can fulfill both sides. The last thing I want to do is playing some sort of legal ping pong, because that is costly for no reason. We didn't get any input, so we had a contract drafted, of course, only taking into consideration our side of the story. And we teamed up with a very strong law firm. The first thing that came back was, well, this is very one-sided. Of course, we never got any feedback. We asked, we didn't get any input. The next thing is, we all of a sudden had to prove, you must supply this, you have to do this, who is your lawyer? We must know who the law firm is. We didn't even know who your lawyer is. So every single time we feel we need to strike down, we need to prove over and over and over again what is going on, and we leave from here with some sort of demotivation. Now, to be very clear, again, we have not been asking a single dollar. We did not swim across a border, crawl through barbed wire. We are here under an investor visa, which costs, to be clear, an arm and a leg. This is not an easy into the US. We have to prove to Homeland Security what we are doing, how much money we invest, and why we are here. How many jobs have you created is the first question if we want to renew this whole scenario, our visa. So to question our reasons or motivation over and over and over again is something that makes me question what am I doing here. Because I have one chance to invest my time. I can only sell it once. I cannot, while I'm standing here, sell it to anybody else. I can only give it once to someone. So being under this, let's call it pressure, that I have to create something within 5 years before I renew my visa, before I have to prove what I did, and to let Homeland Security decide, am I legit? Am I worthy to stay? Or will that be the door back to wherever I came from? I invested 5 years of my time, my energy, and my money to create something. If I see this here in Tuscola, then I must see something that's worth it, because I'm not here to play around with my time or my money or being questioned over and over and over again. This is our situation. If we decide we want to dedicate our time and our money here, then this is something that we have thoroughly thought through. We did our own feasibility study, and we see something that can provide a future for us, because it would also include, we must spend a substantial amount of time here, because I cannot drive every single day 3 hours one way to entertain some sort of business here. So to move forward with discussing contract details or whatsoever, I don't know if you need more time to understand who we are, if you need more proof who we are, or if you need to figure out how legit we are. Because at one point I have to figure out, is this my future with Tuscola County?
So is that what you want to do moving forward? You want us to see where the rest of the board wants to be?
I would like to understand that whoever makes the decision here came to the conclusion we are legit, we do have a legit business license, and we are legit people. We're not here to play around. We're not here to beg for money. We're not here to ask anything we are not entitled to or whatsoever. We are here because we see the potential that Mike sees. Clearly, he, will not reach this potential by himself. But we can team up and reach it together. This is why we see this future together that we want to work on. But every single time somebody new comes to the table, we go back to square one and start all over again, which is unfortunate.
Okay, well, we'll take this back to the board and see what they say.
Yes, that would be good. That would be great.
And
And
I
appreciate it.
appreciate you coming here today.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, so, I would like to choose some more straightforward version of what Astrid said. Maybe you use some more radical words because, or straightforward, I should say. But see, my problem is that I feel being treated as a scammer. So, the first thing the new controller administrator throws out is like, oh, red flag here, we gotta watch out for these people. This is, he brought some document that would, you know, turn a hand out to the board, say, hey, we gotta be careful about these people. And as Osprey already mentioned, I really do see a lot of potential because right now, all you do, you are charging the people tax money and you are doing the best you can out of it, but you are not building a business. And this is why here I am at the table, because I know how to build a business in that branch. I know how to make it work. And only Mike and you and Mr. Koch, you see that potential. But just on the surface, I know how to build this. And this is why I'm here today. And my other thought is that our legal provider, our legal firm, well, if we go any further from the point where we are now, we're gonna invest another $100,000 just into that legal thing. And then all of a sudden you guys, oh no, we can't do that. And then we lost another 100,000. And I'm not willing to do this. This is why, we need to know, okay, how do we move forward? How can we keep the information, how to build that business in this room? We do not want to have it public, available to any other corporation. And then here comes Republic of Waste Management also. This is a nice guy from Germany. Only he knows what he's doing. And we'll just copy Cat and we'll do it ourselves. And all of a sudden we have these, the same ideas flying around in terms of public-private partnership. And I'm not willing to do this because I spent 40 years creating my knowledge. And these are 2 points from my side. So I don't want to put down this giant amount of money for more legal work, and then again being thrown under the bus. Plus, I don't want to have all the information public because that's our business model. This is how we earn money as Tuscola County. No one else should care, because we don't want to continue taking taxpayer money. We want to make revenue and start to create, building something. And that's why this is a very important topic for me.
And I appreciate that, and I appreciate your knowledge.
Yeah.
And I said, we'll just take this back to the board, and see what the other board commissioners have to say.
Okay, thank you very much.
Does anybody have any questions?
So,
Yes,
Mike,
sir.
you got any other ongoing stuff?
That would be it. Do you have anything further to add or say, or? I guess that would conclude our agenda.
Okay, and I guess we got public comment period. Someone wants to make public comment? Okay, is anybody out there?
No, I don't see anybody yet.
Okay, Well, no further public comment, call this meeting adjourned.